Hey, good morning, Rabbi Isai. It's Parsha Vayikra, and the Mefarshim, of course, we're introduced in Parsha Vayikra to the idea of korbanos, of sacrifices, and the Chazal ask, what exactly is this concept? The Mefarshim in the back, they ask, what's this concept of korbanos? Does HaKadosh Baruch Hu need korbanos? He needs our sacrifices? Sort of we conjure up images of some kind of chas v'sholem pagan service that we're offering sacrifices to our God. And yet we know if he's not a physical being, and why would he need our sacrifices? Does that seem to fit into our concept of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is all about? And the Das Kedim and the Rashi answer a fundamental point about our own self-esteem. So they explain a fundamental principle that when a person brings a korban, why is he bringing a korban? He brings a korban because he did something wrong. If a person did something wrong, and he wouldn't have a vehicle by which he can feel good about himself and feel cleansed about the Avera, then his mentality would be, what's the point? This is something that I've mentioned many times. The Yetzer Hara has an incredible ability for us to put out, to get us to think that we're not worth anything. That there's no point to our working on ourselves because we're so far down in the dumps. So what's the difference? And the Rosh even says, and this is written, the Rosh lived hundreds of years ago, and he says that when a person has a suit on and that suit gets muddy and it gets dirty, and somebody comes by and he wants to make him even more dirty, he says, "Guy, a little kid comes by with his chocolatey fingers and he wants to give him a hug." He says, "Fine, if I'm dirty anyway, might as well just keep coming and I'll throw more dirt on myself." If you're wearing a brand new beautiful tuxedo because you go into a fancy simcha and somebody comes by with dirty hands, you say, "Please stay away. I don't want anything to do with you because I'm clean." So the korbanos was for us. It wasn't for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us a vehicle by which to bring korbanos, and through that vehicle of korbanos, we feel reconnected. Because we know we did something wrong. That created a block between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu saying, "I want you back. I want you back, so please bring the korbanos that you could feel good. You can feel cleansed. You can feel that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given me a vehicle to come back to Him. You feel clean again. Once you feel clean, then you're Baruch Hashem ready to get into that battle again to face the Yetzer Hara. Otherwise, the Yetzer Hara is going to win. So it's you see the psychological framework of a human being. Now, the sad question is we don't have korbanos today. We're hoping that we have them back. We don't have korbanos today. So what do? So the Rosh does say something interesting. He says he brings a famous Mishnah of Ratzah Kodesh Baruch Hu L'Zakos Yisrael Lefikach Chiblam Torah Mitzvos Shemar Hashem Chavitz Aman Tzidko Yagol Torah V'Yadir, which basically the Rosh is saying is that even though we don't have the vehicle of korbanos, but Kodesh Baruch Hu gave us so many mitzvos to do, that those mitzvos are in a way a replacement for that block. If yes, I did something wrong yesterday. Yes, I did something wrong last night. But you know what? I could put on tefillin today. I could do kibbut av v'em today. I could do it. No, I can daven today. There are different mitzvahs I can do, and those mitzvahs bring us back constantly to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's, I guess, the Rosh is sort of saying to us is a replacement mechanism besides korbanos for us to feel good about ourselves. Of course, there's tshuva as well, but tshuva is a little bit tricky because tshuva we don't always know whether Hashem received our tshuva. Of course, we have to assume He did, but it's a little tricky. By the fact that we have something tangible every single day to come close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a way that we can always talk back to the Yetzer Hara. Don't tell me I'm not worth anything. Don't tell me I'm dirty. Don't tell me I'm muddy. Yeah, I might have made mistakes. But the fact that I can come back now through another mitzvah means HaKadosh Baruch Hu is waiting for me. He needs me to respond. He wants me to respond. He loves me that much that He's given me these vehicles. So we have to look at that in every aspect of life, in every aspect of life. The fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants me, and I am clean. I am able to come back. If I'm not mamish clean right now, all I have to do is just crack through that wall of doing mitzvahs, of coming back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of reconnecting with Him. We have a sense of being good about ourselves, being pristine, being holy, and Be'ez Hashem, and that's chus will come close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mizach, the Beis Mashiach, Me'ev Amen.